Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, saw James from Harshman Hills do a micro ferro rod kit, and his was much smaller than mine, but I decided to go with that. I loved his little micro kit. His was a tiny little kit using a ferro rod, and they were the little inch ferro rods designed. These are the same ones that you go on your boots here. So, and I saw that kit and I thought, yeah, I really, really like that kit. So I thought I'd make one for myself. I looked around, I had Alice guitar pick containers, the little round ones, and I could have made it a bit smaller than what I've got. But I'll show you the kit in a sec. I'll pull it apart, and I couldn't fit in the ferro rod I wanted to use. So I put a Ranger band on the outside. We all know what we can use them for. I made it as big as the kit itself. So that's got a flame extender on the outside straight up. Also holds the kit closed. My missus gave me this one, the cherry lip balm container. Okay, it's stacked full. First up, 1, 2, 3, 4 cotton balls. They are just normal cotton balls, not impregnated with anything, just cotton balls. I thought if I put petroleum jelly in them, it's just going to get everywhere and it's going to be rubbish and terrible. So I thought I'd just use cotton balls just to pack it up and fill it up. 2 of my waxed fire plugs, the ones I make. I have been adding fire gel to the mix. I don't know if these ones, some of them weren't, some of them were. But they burn pretty well either way. So I don't know if these ones had fire gel. I think they did. I think I did write it on the outside. I'll have to check. But either way, I've got 2 of them in there. They've got a really good burn time on them. 3 to 5 minute burn time for both, one of them. So you've got 10 minutes of fire just in there by themselves. So get the cotton ball burning and you can light that straight away. This is why I wanted slightly bigger. I haven't drilled any holes in it, so I probably should drill a hole in it just so I can get a hold of it. I can pretty well hold it as it is, but this is the same ferro rod that I've got in my shoes. It's the same length. It's one of the 100mm ferro rods that I've cut in half. So that's why I wanted to go with this size kit, because I couldn't fit that in the Alice container. It just was slightly too big, and I wanted to be able to fit that slightly bigger ferro rod, and I can get a fair few strikes out of that. It's a slightly bigger rod. I can hold onto it with my I won't pull them out, with my Leatherman, hold onto it and strike it. I've got the striker in there. I put a little lanyard on it. I didn't worry about using the tinder lanyard. I just put a piece of paracord on it. The amount of tinder that you'd get in with that lanyard is bugger all anyway. So yeah, I put a ceramic striker in there. You can still hold onto it just with your hands and strike like that anyway, and strike onto the cotton balls, and away you go. And then down the bottom I put in as many as I could guitar picks. Don't know how well I would go getting a guitar pick to go, but you light them on and then light a guitar pick, and you've got a few seconds of guaranteed fire. These are light even if they're wet, so between there you've got a pretty comprehensive fire kit that is a micro kit that's all ready to go, and in a very small, once it's all packed together, fits in the palm of your hand. Very happy with the way that turned out, and pretty easy to make once you get all the gear. And I've got all the gear now. I've got a few little bits and bobs just sitting around to be made. I love these guitar picks because they're just so flat. They just sit there. You just pack it all together again. Just so you can get it all back in there. And then that goes down the side, fits in there, and then you just got to arrange all so that it all fits back in there and keeps it all flat. And then you just slam that down, and then it's a real bugger to get that back on, but I will do that off camera because it is a bit of a drama to get that on. Excellent. These are an emergency last ditch. You have them on your person just to make sure you have a kit that is so small, fits in the palm of your hand. You can just drop it in the bottom of your pocket, forget it. It's always on your person. You know that if you've lost everything else, you've got a bit of surefire with you at all times that you can get in. I was thinking with that size kit, I could put a tiny little, one of my little lighters. I can get the little fuel lighters that are sealed. I could put one of them in it. But again, with all my kits, I always want to try to add more into it. But we'll take out one of the, or cut one of the fuel, one of the tabs down in half and put the lighter in there. Gives me a sustained flame, maybe, I don't know. I could also replace one of the tabs with a candle, cut down candle. I've got a little beeswax candle that's only would fit in there too, maybe, I don't know. That's another thing I was thinking about, rather than having the tab in there rather than and having a beeswax candle, because beeswax candles are probably a go, or one of those birthday candles that relight, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to show you that. I'm really happy with the way that's slightly bigger, but it's still very small. It's small enough to be able to fit anywhere in your pocket. You'd barely even know it's in there. And yeah, it's got enough stuff in it just to keep you going. And you'll get 2 or 3 fires out of it, and that's all you need. Maybe 2 fires out of it, and that'll be enough. That's just enough to get you warm emergency kit, and away you go. The other thing is maybe just a tiny little chunk of fat wood. I just saw that fat wood there, and I thought maybe a little chunk of fat wood would be another thing too. So yeah, as I said, these are fluid kits that you can just optimize and get them going. Anyway, micro ferro rod kit from inspired by James from Harshman Hills. Anyway, thanks for watching.